Hey guys, measures of center 9.3. Get ready to take some good notes, okay? I kind of explained these in my lecture portion, but I wanted to make sure you saw it on paper. The median is the middle value of a data set that has an odd number. Oh, my stuff got moved over. Sorry guys. Let's see here. There we go. The middle value in a data set that has an odd number. So if I have 5 numbers or 11 numbers, etc., that middle number is going to be the median. If I don't have an even, or if I don't have an odd number, I have an even number of data values in my data set. Try to say that 3 times fast. Then I'm going to have to find that average of those two middle numbers. So here are a couple of examples. The first one, you see the blue arrow that says odd. The data, notice they're in order. That's very, very important to remember. My mean, oh, I wrote mean, that should say median, guys. That is incorrect. Sorry. That should say median for 9, not mean. Down below, I've got a data set that has an even number of data values, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, so there are 6 numbers. I added the 2 numbers in the middle, the 5 plus 7. That would equal 12. I divide that by 2 because obviously there's 2 numbers in the middle, the 5 and the 7. And my median would be 6. Doesn't matter how big or small the data set is. If it's an odd number, it's going to be right in the middle. If it's an even number, and now I'm talking about data values. I'm not talking about the number itself being odd or even, just so you understand the difference. Okay, the mode is the other thing I talked about. Basically, it's the number that occurs most often. Piece of cake. Okay? In this first set of data in green, I have a mode of 15. I have 5 numbers there. Notice I put them in order, which isn't actually necessary, but it helps me to kind of organize my data and see which one has the most. In my data below, I actually have 2 modes because I have 2 11s here, and then I have 2 22s at the end. So I have 11 and 22 as modes. And as I mentioned in my lecture portion, 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 11, no mode. There is no number that repeats. In a real rare case, you could have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 9, 9, 11, 11. Still no mode because there's 2 of each value. It'd be very, very rare, however, just so you know. We're going to move on to the next page. Choosing the best measure of center. Choosing the best. Click there, get rid of that stuff. Okay? I'm going to choose the mean as my best measure of center, meaning the best number that's in the middle of that data when there's no outlier. If my data is nice and compact, if it's nice and evenly spread out, I'm choosing the mean, which a lot of times we learn a lot more about this, we talk about it a lot more than the other 2, just so you know. The median, if there is an outlier, I used the example on Thursday when my age was added with 10 kids, with 9 other kids to make 10, my age jumped that mean age up almost 4 years. Okay, so outliers, you choose the median, because when we line them up, that number at the end on the left or the right, those smaller big numbers, and yes, there can be more than one outlier, by the way. Those kind of get taken out of place when I count to the middle. Okay? The last one is the mode. That's when you really want to choose the most popular or the most common. And then notice in parentheses at the very end I put it's rare. It really is pretty rare to choose the mode. There are times when it's a favorite type thing, you might want to choose the mode so that most of the people get what they want, that type of thing. That's all I got for today. We will see you tomorrow in class and we'll be ready to rock and roll.